Why beef prices are skyrocketing in 2025, plus money-saving tips. Are you ready to be shocked by the latest grocery news? It's not just eggs causing sticker shock anymore. Beef prices have skyrocketed to unprecedented levels, and there's no sign of them slowing down anytime soon. Let's dive into the details and see what's driving this price surge. On July 15th, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, released data that sent shockwaves through the meat industry. Ground beef now costs a staggering $6.12 per pound, marking a nearly 12% increase from the previous year and setting a new record. But that's not all. Uncooked beef steaks have also seen an 8% price hike, with the average price now at $11.49 per pound. But here's where it gets controversial. These prices are just the beginning, and experts predict they will continue to rise. Shoppers across the country are feeling the pinch, and social media is buzzing with complaints. TikTok users are sharing their experiences, with one shopper at a Kroger supermarket lamenting, "They used to be around $3.49, $2.99 a pound, but now the cheapest one is $6.99. Another TikToker, looking at a package of Angus beef priced at $50.83, exclaimed, "I buy the markdown stuff, but I can't afford the markdown stuff." But why is this happening? The Consumer Price Index, CPI, noted a slight decrease in the price of meats, poultry, fish, and eggs in June, thanks to the containment of last year's bird flu outbreak. However, this overall decrease was partially offset by a 2% increase in the index for beef. And this is the part most people miss. While other meats may be seeing a temporary reprieve, beef prices are on a steady climb. NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans shed some light on the situation, explaining that the government expects beef and veal prices to rise almost 7% this year. The American Farm Bureau Federation attributed this to strong demand, but there's more to the story. Tyson Foods CEO Donnie King described the current market conditions as the most challenging we've ever seen. Several factors are contributing to this beef price crisis. Inflation, import challenges, a years-long drought affecting cattle grazing lands, and a flesh-eating disease in Mexico's cattle herds have all played a role. Additionally, the Farm Bureau Federation reported that cattle supply is dwindling, with inventory at a 74-year low. Flank and ribeye steaks are already expensive, but prices could get even worse, especially if President Donald Trump imposes the tariffs of up to 50% he's threatened on beef-producing countries like Brazil. For context, the U.S. imports over 4 billion pounds of beef every year, with a significant portion coming from Australia and New Zealand, which have seen a 10% tariff. Romans warned that resolving this beef situation could take a couple of years, but she offered some advice to help shoppers cope. If you're home, look, pork prices are basically flat, so you might want to switch to the other white meat, she suggested. Check the cuts and buy in bulk, as Al Roker loves to do. Buy in bulk and store your beef when you find it on sale. Alternatively, you could start incorporating more plant-based protein sources into your cooking. But here's a thought-provoking question. Should we be relying on plant-based proteins as a long-term solution, or is this just a temporary fix? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss.